This is Morten Reitzer from INKISH TV, and it's kind of strange because now we're just broadcasting, and we have done that without any preparations. And we are at what we call a non-event here in Copenhagen, and the non-event is basically an event that doesn't exist.
Yes.
But fortunately, even though it doesn't exist, I have found Peter. He's one of our guests today. So Peter,
and is one of those who also don't exist.
You don't exist either. Okay.
No.
Peter, you are one of the most, in my opinion, you're one of the most influential persons in the printing industry in Scandinavia, at least. And because you have some great trade shows, you have some great magazines, you have some great websites, and that is good. But tell us a little bit on what is your plans for 2020?
Well, I mean, the worrying thing is that we are the only one in Scandinavia now that are doing the publishing. And that shows a bit how tough the industry have gone. But also, when we did the budgets for 2020 in the summer of 2019...
What is budgets, Peter?
then we were really concerned because we felt that everything was falling apart and that everybody stopped everything. But then it was like in September, October something, that the industry just decided, no, it will not be downtimes this time.
Is that because you forgot that they have seasons as well?
Yeah, I think it's, I mean, what we see now, of course, it's always been like this, that when Norway says that now we are in huge trouble, that means that they have less than 15% of the last line in the budget sheets. Yep. But now Norway is doing excellent, not because the graphic industry have invented something new, but because they have found a big new oil field, and then everybody in Norway is happy.
What a big problem, right?
Yeah. In Sweden, things are going really well. And in Finland, that have been trouble and worrying for so many years, with, I mean, Nokia going down and Kone elevators when no one was building houses, and then they were doing cruise ships for Russia. Everything went down, and they had the big paper industry. But now Finland are doing the big server halls for the Googles and Facebooks. They are really strong with the elevators, and everything is going smoothly.
So they did the budget as wrong as you did?
Yeah, so I believe, and we had the exhibition in Denmark in September.
That was cool.
With 20% up in visitors in an industry that everybody said is going down.
And you know, sorry to interrupt you, but you know that when we were at Sign and Print and Pack in Denmark, that was the first time that we were actually broadcasting live from a trade show.
Okay.
And it was an amazing experience. I think that the visitors, the exhibitors were happy with our work, and it was great working with your great people there. So I want to congratulate you also on that show, because it was a success for you, right?
The funny thing with shows is that when they go well, it really goes well. You sell a lot of people are coming, and so on. So it's really interesting. But on a show, when the exhibitors get more uncertain, they buy smaller booths. You have to spend more money on marketing, and working harder on getting people there, and the people who come are not that satisfied. So shows are really, really complicated. It's a question of you to have to believe in them. And I think you saw this in America with the show in Texas, where suddenly people no longer believed in print. They believed in the show in Texas, and everybody was going to Texas. And it was an excellent show. Everybody was happy. It was exciting, and so it's much psychology in our industry.
That's great. I need to ask you, because we're running out of time already. So my question is that, what is the plans? What can we expect from Peter Ollén and all your doings in 2020? That was actually the first question I asked you.
Yes.
And you became an analyst of the industry, right?
Yeah.
Can you share a little bit at least?
But of course, I think being a good magazine and exhibition producer for an industry, you are really part of the industry. You are not standing next to the industry. You are part of it. And what I feel now is that we go into 2020 with great confidence. That when most of the world is pessimistic and saying print is dying and everything is difficult,
you're proving them wrong,
we
right?
in the Nordic feel that things are going really our way. It's going to be a good year, and we look forward to this new year.
That's great. And you know, I want to thank you for coming to Copenhagen for our non-event. It's the first time. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I think you would be crazy not coming to the non-event. It's an excellent thing, and thanks a lot,
Hope
Martin,
to see you next
for
year as
it.
well.
Thank you.
Thank you.